All right, Mel.
Hi, everyone. We have Coach here. If you have a question, please raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. First question comes from Rebecca Harlow.
Coach, before the game, you were telling us how Peyton has set the tone for you guys, particularly defensively. But the way that he's breaking down the paint offensively, how has that really helped you? I mean, the points in the paint differential today, 50 to 28.
Well, it's huge, and I think it's one of his strengths. I think his size is problematic, and it puts pressure on the defense. And if you could force the defense to collapse, it'll create easy scoring opportunities for us, whether it be his scoring or the shots that you get off of it. And oftentimes it also leads to second shots. So when he's pushing the ball and he's getting into the paint, it creates havoc. And then he has the responsibility of making the proper rim read once he gets there, and he's done that. And then you got to chase, Lillard around for, through a million screens, and he did it on that end. And you can't overlook what Mitch was doing as well. He gave us great effort, and that's not an easy task. So we had a lot of guys step up. It was a good team win for us.
Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Tom, just the team as a whole in the fourth quarter, I think forced maybe 6 turnovers. Just kind of what you guys did, getting the ball out of Lillard's hands at times and turning them over as much as you did.
I'm sorry.
Just saying in the fourth quarter, you guys as a team, I think, forced 6 turnovers, and also the job you guys did getting someone other than Lillard to shoot much of the time.
Yeah, well, Lillard is, he puts so much pressure on you, and you have to be active with your hands, but it's your feet really. Your hands aid you, but your feet, and it can't be where you can't lock your feet at any point. So if you're blitzing, it's got to be a running trap. If if it's a handoff, you have something different on that. And then it's tight with 5 guys together, and you got to get in early. But because of the way they shoot the three, you've got to also fire out and cover that line. So it requires multiple effort. And I thought in the second half we were better at that, but our ball pressure was a lot better in the second half.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Tom, are you feeling pretty good about sort of the stability that you brought with the starting lineup, keeping the same starting lineup, and you feel it's paying off a little bit?
Mark, I never feel pretty good. But, like I said, nothing's set in stone. And I like the way both groups are playing. And, both groups have different strengths and they fit well together. So when we play that way and we play together and we play hard and play smart and we're willing to share the ball, there's good things that can come from that. So, and then oftentimes you see something out there that's working well, and you stick with that a little bit longer. And there's versatility. We have guys that can play multiple positions, so you can move guys around a little bit, and that's been good. And I also don't want to overlook Taj Gibson being ready to go. Nerlens out today, and Taj steps right in and does a terrific job. And he's a great teammate. He's always ready. And when he's not playing, he adds so much to practice, and he keeps everyone united and working hard. So his contributions to the team, all those guys who aren't playing much, we can't overlook that. It's a critical part of the team.
Ian Bagley, SNY.
Tom, if I could sneak 2 in. One, how did you think quickly handled the traps from Portland, particularly early on? And then the second one would be I think he had a 3 and then a steal, and then Alfred comes in. Was that mainly defense that you were looking for there? What was the thought there?
Yeah, pretty much. I like the way Alfred was going. I thought quick. Obviously, they were trying to get the ball out of his hands, and the same thing with RJ. And I thought we did a good job. Anytime you get 2 on the ball, that's what you want, and it forces rotation. And then it's on us to make the right play and to get the ball out of the trap quickly and make the second pass. And when we did that, I thought we got high percentage shots. I thought we made 13 threes, I believe, today. And so that's a positive for us.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Tom, considering, what the projections were this season and the youth on this roster and having the lowest payroll, in the NBA. Does it feel good? Does it feel like you accomplished something being, sixth in the Eastern Conference, the third through the season?
Well, like I said, I don't want us to feel too good about where we are because right now there's a long way to go. I want us to feel good about the way we're approaching things. I know if we practice well and we concentrate on our improvement and get ready for the next opponent, that we'll have a good chance to win. But in this league, the one thing I do know, as soon as you start feeling too good about yourself, that's usually when you get knocked down. And that holds true for every team in the league. So I think the important thing for us is to build the proper habits each and every day. And we want to be playing our best at the end. And so every day come in, put everything you have into it, and then let's see where it goes.
We have time for 2 more questions. Peter Body, New York Post.
Hi, smaller thing. You didn't go back to Rivers in the second half there. You're just shortening your rotation there. I know he struggled the last couple of games.
Yeah, just a coach's decision. But, we need everybody. So it's just the way the game was flowing.
Rebecca Harlow.
Coach, you touched on this, but when your approach here is to just get better every day, when you have a game where you've got 6 different players in double figures, how far does that go from a confidence factor? What do you see in that regard as you're trying to build these habits?
Well, I think it's critical. It's how hard we can go, it's how smart we can be, and how together we can be, and that's why it's a team game. So you have to rely on everyone in every aspect of the game. Whether it's your offense, your defense, you're doing it together. And if one person's not doing their job, you're not going to be efficient. And you're not going to be successful. So I think the willingness to hit the open man, make the extra pass, that stuff goes a long way. Because if you're not doing that, it takes away from the other end too. Then you're not going to be willing to help. You're not going to be willing to commit to sprinting back and doing all the things that are necessary to be strong on both sides of the ball. So I think the togetherness factor is critical. I think the work factor is critical. There's different roles on every team, but the work part is equal for everyone. And to have a successful team, we need everyone willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. And I think these guys have done that thus far.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.